People need to have purpose to get up. They need purpose to perform. But we don't take a second to realize the purpose is always there. The purpose never leaves us because the very purpose is you. So if you wake up in the morning and you don't want to do something, man, you don't care enough about yourself. I know there's so many people that have the ability and just refuse to get off that couch. And that's where I gain the advantage.
You can write everything down if you want to. Be brave enough to write every one of your goals down. But I'm gonna tell you something, life's gonna hit you in your mouth and you gotta do me a huge favor. Your why has to be greater than that knockdown. And I love it. Buster Douglas got knocked out. Nobody ever got knocked out by Mike Tyson and ever got back up. It was almost a 10 count. He was stumbling. They were 4, 3, 2, 1, and ding, 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 saved by the bell. He goes to his corner. The whole world is like, yep, that's it. Once he comes back out, that's it. Mike's gonna just be hammering. And exactly that, Mike Tyson came out like, I got him. I got this kid up against the rope. Listen to me, many of you right now, life's got you up against the rope. You can't give up, you can't give in. Listen to me, if it was easy, everybody would do it. And if life's got you backed up, I need you to do what Buster Douglas did. Buster Douglas started fighting back.
What messes you up is you focus on the thing that's not happening. And that causes you to get discouraged. If you get wrapped up into what ain't happening, it get ugly, man. The one way to combat discouragement is with gratitude.
Some days, of course, I'll get tired. Some days I will get beat up. Some days I will get knocked down and drained, and I will have some bad days. But I will not stop. To me, every day is a beginning, a new day, a new week, a new shot at life. An opportunity to come out of the gate like a man possessed and attack the day without mercy. I am going to win.
You have to decide to live a life where excuses is not something that you're going to do to give yourself a pass. You've got to say, I'm going to do this because it has meaning for you. Do what you know, not what you feel. You will manifest your greatness.
The most important thing is to be able at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you will become. Most of you won't be successful because when you get tired, you quit.
I've never met a person who was not successful that didn't have a great amount of self-discipline within their life. Self-discipline and being able to perform and being able to keep your life on schedule and being able to keep commitments and promises and meet deadlines is essential to success.
So often the easy path calls to us to be weak for that moment, to break down for that moment.
I need you to confront you. I need you to look in the mirror and tell you, you are not gonna do me like this no more. You're not gonna keep procrastinating. You're not gonna keep thinking like that. I need you, you're not. You're not gonna continue to sabotage me. You're not.
There's things that you know you're supposed to do as a human being, things that you know are gonna improve your life. Do those things. There's things that you know are gonna make you a worse person and make your life worse. Don't do those things. Get up early, do some kind of workout, eat good foods, clean your room, make a list of things that you're supposed to do in your life, and then wake up in the morning and do those things. And no, it is not easy. But you're not going to get it from anyone else but you.
What do you do when somebody's not there watching you? What do you do when you have to either do what it is you know you're supposed to do, or you get to take the play off because no one's going to know the difference? Because it's really easy for anybody to come to work on the days they feel like killing it and killing it. But what happens on the days that you don't feel like killing it? What happens on the days that you don't feel like getting out of bed? Because those are the fucking days that are going to define where you end up in your life.
When you're uncommon, get ready for the criticism. When you're uncommon, get ready for the opposition. When you're uncommon, get ready for the common people not to understand you. When you're uncommon, have uncommon ways. Get ready for people to try and block you and conspire against you.
Develop the interior core where it doesn't matter if people call you crazy. one of the things limiting you from your income, your impact, a world-class life. You care too much about what people think about you. Everyone has an opinion. Why let the opinions of other people deny you from a life that will make history?
Haters motivate me. Because when they talking about me, that means I'm doing something.
You see, while you're over there watching me and talking about me, I'm working. I'm working hard. I'm taking things to the next level. You keep gossiping and I'll keep working. You keep talking smack and I'll keep working. You keep focusing on everything and everyone else and I'll keep working. And when you finally look around at where you are and where I'm at, you'll realize that you have nothing left to talk smack about. And you will lose and I will win. Discipline your body. Free your mind. Get up early and go. Get after it, and you will become the person you want to be. And you become that person through one small decision at a time.
Losers always talk about how they hate to lose, but they don't do anything about it. Winners will do whatever the f*** it takes. Winners will show up and stay late every f***ing day until they're winning. Winners will talk to anybody they can that can help them and take the lessons to heart and put them in play. That's what winners do.
You don't stop when you're tired. You stop when you're done. You stop when you complete it, when you execute it. Execution is worship. Greatness is in you. But the problem is somebody's got to push you. The problem is somebody's got to give you a reward. Somebody's got a project. The problem is you're not self-motivated. You have to stay in beast mode. And so I'm looking at the clock and I'm saying, technically, you can go back to sleep. Technically. But Eric Thomas, if you go back to sleep, you might not wake up to 3:30. You might not wake up to 4 o'clock. And if you wake up at 4 o'clock, Eric, for 30 minutes of sleep, you might be pushing your goals back a week. You might be pushing your goals back a month. You might be pushing your goals back an entire year by sleeping for 2 hours because you missed an opportunity. Every single day in a safari, a lion wakes up. And every single day in a safari, a gazelle wakes up. If you wake up and you're a gazelle, you realize if you're going to survive, you must outrun the slowest gazelle. Because every single day when the lion wakes up, it's only one thing on that lion's mind, and that is catching the gazelle that couldn't keep up. In your mind, you're thinking you got to outrun the fastest lion. That's not the truth. You just got to stay ahead of the slow gazelle. That's it. Whatever it is that you do professionally, you better make sure you're not in the back of the pack.
To develop yourself, you have to go from being a person of good intentions to a person of good actions. You've got to get out of the intending world and get into the doing world.
No one will outwork me. No one. You gotta be the hardest workers in the room. Don't f the opportunity up. You gotta work every day. Doesn't end. You can do whatever you wanna do. You guys know that. At some point, you gotta be f***ing tired of not being number one. You have to be, and you gotta f***ing play angry, and I play angry.
And you have to realize, you have to know, you have to accept that all your excuses are lies. Think about the things that you tell yourself, the lies you use to rationalize taking the easy road and leaving discipline behind. Think about them. You don't have time. That's a lie. You don't have support. That's a lie. You don't have the equipment or the gear. Lies. And you're too tired, or you're too sore, or you're just plain not feeling it. Lies, lies, lies. And there's, you're too busy. Sure you are. That's a lie.
You can't just say you want it. You can't watch the video and say, I want it as bad as I want to breathe. It's cute to say it. But when it's showtime, When the sun comes up, you got all the books, you got all the tapes, you got all the access. Now it's time to hunt. Everybody's got lions on their profiles. Everybody talks positive about themselves. Everybody talks like you're a beast. You dress like you're a beast. Your image, everything about you says, I'm a beast. When it's beast time, you got to get up and make it happen.
And these challenges that you face, they're going to do their best to take you down. And I'm going to tell you right now, it won't be easy. It will be hard because life is hard. That's what life is.
Everybody want to win, but everybody don't want to work. Everybody want the reward, but everybody don't want to work. We all got to work. All I'm saying is don't quit. I didn't say don't rest. I didn't say don't recover. I said don't quit. Mentally, you ain't got to take off. Mentally, you can stay connected.
And most people will not be successful. They will not reach whatever they wrote because when there's not anything emotionally attached to it, they're going to quit and give up. Most people were closer than they ever thought they were to finishing that big thing, but they never finished it because they didn't feel like finishing. Or they were doing it and it was pain. And most people quit in the pain because the pain hurts so bad that they don't know if they want to keep going to get to go. Because you're going to wake up most days and not feel like it. You're going to wake up most days and not be pumped up. You're going to wake up most days and not feel like doing it. But when you can get to a point that you do it anyway, then there's no way you won't reach any of your goals.
Man, stop bullshit. If you really got a problem with your life, you'll change it. You're not tired of being broke. You're not tired of being stuck. You're not tired because if you was tired, you would actually do some shit about it. I'm tired of everybody running around complaining as if you're on the receiving end of whatever this world wants to dump on you and you don't have a choice. It's time to grow up, man. Excuses sound best to the person that's making them up. Anybody who is determined to do something, who wants something to be different, it will eventually be different.
When things go wrong, they always seem to happen at once and they just compound on top of each other. And it's pretty easy sometimes to feel beaten when you're faced with all those issues and all those problems and they all hit you at the same time.
I don't care how good you are, I don't care how talented you are. There's some times when things aren't going to go right, and you have to deal with it. You can experience enough pain in life that it can clobber you to the ground, and you believe you can't do it. You believe that this is it for you. No, it's not.
Don't you quit.
Unless you get out every single motherfucking day and put in the work inch by inch by inch, you will never get there.
Isn't it about time you become that person you knew you always could be? How do you do that? You break the fucking mold, guys. You get the fuck out of bed when it's cold, when it's early, and go for a fucking run. Commit to one day and see how you feel. Eventually you'll feel like, wow, man, that was fucking alive. You can't talk it all the time. You gotta walk it. Commit to one day. Try it. See how it feels. Getting up that fucking early when everyone else is asleep, or when it's that cold. When everybody else says, no, this is not comfortable, we shouldn't do this. You say, yes, motherfucker, I'm gonna introduce myself to it.
Let me teach you something. How many of you have ever had a dog that had a flea on it? You ever seen a flea? One of the smallest insects. But for his height and size, the flea has the highest vertical leap in nature for an insect. A flea, man, can come 36 inches off the ground. His vertical is 36. The average person can't do that. If you capture the flea and you put him in a mayonnaise jar and you put the lid on it, he start jumping, but he gonna hit himself on that lid. But after a while, the flea makes an adjustment. So now the flea only jumps just to where he don't get knocked back down. His environment got him now jumping nowhere near what he came.